Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the National Park Service Centennial. It's truly my honor and privilege to be with you today. There are a number of visionaries and heroes who have labored hard and long to give us the framework for this country's conservation and preservation movement. But before I talk of their accomplishments, I would like to take a moment and recognize you, the stakeholders, tribes, California State Park employees, National Park employees, who every day make a difference. There are areas to recreate, or better yet, recreate with nature. Parks are sacred trusts and treasures. They promote independence, self-reliance, and discovery, especially among these ancient forests that have withstood the test of time. Parks open the way to feelings of profound satisfaction and inspiration. Because of each of you, by your hard work and extraordinary dedication to the ideals of public service to others, whether serving in a visitor center, or reforesting an eroded site, or cleaning a restroom, you add to those profound experiences, and I thank you. Today we celebrate the Centennial. First, I would like to acknowledge two key people who had the vision and influence to establish a uniquely American idea, a National Park Service. The first National Park visionary was the great conservationist John Muir. John Muir stated at the turn of the 20th century, quote, "Everybody needs beauty as well as bread, places to play in and pray in, where nature may heal and give strength to body and soul." And like millions of you that come and explore this great park with its ancient redwood forests, perennial streams, prairies, and pristine coastline, Muir also observed, in every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks. Muir's inspirational writings and advocacy about the importance of protecting our nation's special places for the good of all Americans was critical in the eventual establishment of the National Park Service in 1916. The other National Park visionary I want to highlight is Stephen Mather. Mather was a businessman and a UC Berkeley graduate who made a vast personal fortune at a fairly young age. He was driven to focus his energy in his later years and his wealth to promote America's national treasures. Here in California, Mather was also co-founder of Save the Redwoods League. And as the first director of the National Park Service in 1916 through 1929, Stephen Mather used his many connections in corporate America, national politics, and his own vast fortune to improve the parks. His passion for the newly created National Park System was legendary, and he left his mark throughout the nation by helping to ensure the protection of newly established national parks for use by the public. I want to thank the local business owners and residents of Oric for assisting the park in hosting today's event. This local community remains an active participant in our shared effort with Save the Redwoods League to envision an inspiring future for the ground where we are gathered here today. As we are gathered here, we are also on the ancestral lands of the Yurok people, and I'm so grateful to Chairman O'Rourke for his comments and his song. Very, very important partner with the National Park Service. I want to extend my thanks to the Yurok Tribal Council for their partnership with the park over many years and their engagement in visioning for the future of how this site might be restored. The Yurok provided their support for today's event in other ways, including providing shuttle service from Crescent City and Klamath for disabled Americans, as well as sharing Yurok culture and ideas with all of us. It is the shared value of the National Park Service that the traditional cultural knowledge and practices of Yurok, Tolowa, and all indigenous people in the United States are preserved and protected for the health and well-being of today's youth and for future generations. I also want to thank Redwood Park Conservancy that is a co-sponsor of today's event. The Conservancy is a nonprofit fundraising arm of the National Park Service here at Redwood National and State Parks. In addition to helping to staff our 5 visitor centers, the Conservancy supports several special interpretive programs and events each year, and through its membership fees and fundraising activities, the Conservancy provides funding for park publications, special projects that enhance both our visitor services and resource protection. Thanks also go to Green Diamond Resource Company for providing the hay bales that you see here at today's event, and for their continued consultation and cooperation with the park, and as remaining over the many years a park neighbor and a park partner. Lastly, I want to recognize the nearly 100-year partnership between the National Park Service and Save the Redwoods League that began with the League protecting the old-growth redwood groves in this region that would become Redwood National and State Parks. The partnership has since evolved with the creation of Redwood National Park in 1968 and the park's historic expansion in 1978. Many of you are familiar with Newton Drury, who over the course of his career served as Director of the National Park Service in the 1940s, Director of the California State Parks in the 1950s, and throughout his long career, he remained as Executive Director of Save the Redwoods League for over 50 years. Drury's leadership and dedication to conservation in California and at the national level helped pave the way for the many strong partnerships that thrive here today at Redwood National and State Parks. Our partnership with Save the Redwood Leagues also thrives as we plan a new future for the land where we stand today. The League purchased this former mill site in 2013 and is leading the planning process in close partnership with the National Park Service to restore this site as a potential gateway to Redwood National and State Parks that could include a new visitor center. Depending on the availability of private funding, such a facility would vastly improve visitor connections to the primary park resource, old-growth redwood forests, while also creating stronger connections with the local community as the southern gateway to Redwood National and State Parks. Still much work needs to be done and much financial support needs to be identified in order to fulfill this mission and its vision. Finally, I hope that everyone will stop by and view the Mather plaque that we will soon unveil. It is a national icon from where we came. The Mather plaque is prominently displayed in dozens of national parks across the country, and we're planning to permanently display the plaque at a location near this area where we stand today. By reading this plaque, perhaps some of you will be inspired by Stephen Mather's life to be good stewards of our earth, protect these special places we call national parks, and enjoy nature with enthusiasm and wonder. I hope that John Muir and Stephen Mather would be proud of us all today. I'd like to end with a quote. Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. How filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Thank you.